My bestie sends me a text after my last video. I was just commenting to a coworker this week. Okay, so I've identified how I feel as burnout. Now what? All the stuff I read is not helpful. I can't just cut back on work and carve out more quiet time. I feel like I need to just not do anything for like a year. I feel like I need something that's just a job so I don't care about it. But then how do I find the motivation to do it for the majority of my waking life? What struck me about my bestie's text was that I had literally just been reading something in Malefic's book about this very thing. And what he was saying was that as workers, we do aspire for something in our work more than just our salary. Of course, salary is important, but we are also aspiring for dignity. We are aspiring to have some kind of connection and maybe even some growth in our work. And that doesn't happen. And it doesn't happen for a number of reasons. And he sort of gets into that later in the book. But it was in that moment that I read that and I thought, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I'm reading in this text from my friend. So my friend has identified two things. One is that all of the rhetoric out there is telling them that they need to do certain things in order to take care of themselves. They need to say no to things at work. They need to carve out more quiet time for themselves, but that's not actually what's going to be helpful. They need something totally different from that. They need a complete break in order to recalibrate and balance things out for themselves. But the second thing that he's identified is that a possible solution could be, well, I'll just get a job, just get some job that I don't actually care about. But the tension with that is that, well, how am I going to be even motivated to get out of bed in the morning? And this is where I think it's a problem that we are assuming that the solution needs to be within the individual. The individual shouldn't be trying to shift their thinking away from not having meaning in their work. It should not be a radical thought to want to have some kind of connection in your work and some kind of dignity in your life. The solution needs to be collective. We need to shift our collective thinking around the place of work in our life, and then we need to build different systems to reflect those values.